Hi, my name is Erin Saenz, and this is my LUT1 presentation on the value of art in education. Isn't it amazing that every country on earth has the same hierarchy in education? Math, science, and humanities are the top, followed by the arts. In America today, there is a movement to deplete the resources given to art programs. Research shows that by taking funding from arts programs in public schools, we are stunting academic achievement, removing valuable life skills from students, and stealing opportunities for children to be something special. The current race to cut arts programs for budgetary regions is actually stunting children's mental growth and thus making children dumber because of it. The following is a Venn diagram showing 8 facts about art education. This information was obtained from an October 2003 report from the National Association of State Board of Education, or NASBE. And it was a study group produced by the NASBE on the lost curriculum. Here we show 3 circles, each pertaining to different areas of arts and education: music, art, and foreign language. Inside the Venn diagram, we see numbers which correlate to 8 different statements released in the 2003 report from the NASBE. Some areas do overlap, considering that they pertain to more than one area of art education. Residing solely within music, we see numbers 5 and 7. Number 5 states that the NASBE researchers found that sustained learning in music and theater correlate strongly with higher achievement in both math and reading. Number 7 states that New Brain research shows that not only does music improve skills in math and reading, but promotes creativity, social development, personal adjustment, and self-worth. In this diagram, we describe art history as art appreciation, art application, such as drawing or sculpting, and art appreciation. The NASBE found a correlation between attendance and academic achievement, and those students that went to art classes. Those students are 3 times more likely to be awarded for school attendance and 4 times more likely to be recognized for academic achievement as per their non-art counterparts. According to the NASBE, countries like Japan, Hungary, and the Netherlands, countries which consistently rank among the highest for math and science tests, make art and music education programs mandatory in their respective schools. If we look at foreign languages, we see how 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students were taught a foreign language every day in school, and they outperform the students who were not exposed to a foreign language at all in their basic skills test. According to the report from 2003, research suggests that studying a second language is essential to the learning process, creative inquiry, and critical thinking. Foreign language studies have proven to increase problem-solving skills and overall cognitive development. Now, multiple studies have concluded that curricular and extracurricular art studies and activities help keep high-risk dropout students stay in school. Interestingly enough, when we look at number 3, we see that when the No Child Left Behind Act actually states that the arts, music, art, foreign languages, etc., should be considered as core academic subjects. But obviously, because of the budget cuts, we know that this clearly isn't true. If these 2 statements released by the NASBE are correct, why wouldn't we be pushing for more funding in these areas? Now, taking classes such as home ec, shop, and welding out of schools, we're removing the chance for students to learn valuable life skills that will become extremely valuable in the long run. Home ec, for example, teaches children cooking, sewing, budgeting, and job interview skills. Obviously, we need those in the future. If not, we can't cook, we can't mend our clothes, we don't know how to budget, and job interview skills actually do come in very handy later on in life. If we look at shop and welding classes, they teach us how to use tools and challenge us to take ordinary objects and turn them into something special with a little imagination, know-how, and elbow grease. In an article written by Cindy Donaldson in August of 2013, she quotes Matthew Crawford in saying, "In a time where most of our work is intangible, working with our hands can bring a sense of satisfaction that is lacking from our virtual lives. Even if one doesn't go into a manual trade, the ability to make and fix the utilities we need can help us live concretely in an abstract world. By educating children with core subjects as a standard of intelligence, we're stealing opportunities for children to become something special. In 2006, Sir Ken Robinson gave the most viewed speech from a TED conference ever given. His topic was how schools kill creativity. While talking about focusing solely on core curriculum and ignoring the arts, he states that the consequence is that many highly talented, brilliant, creative people think that they're not, because the thing that they were good at in school wasn't valued or was actually stigmatized. My favorite example of making brilliant mind feel inadequate is Albert Einstein. Even if you don't know that energy equals mass times acceleration, you do know that E equals mc squared. What's interesting about Einstein is he was rumored to be a horrible student who had trouble passing courses that were not math or physics. Can you imagine how his teachers felt when they learned that that little boy who hated writing papers and hated turning in his work if it wasn't math or physics turned out to be one of the pillars of physics that we know today? By taking funding from arts programs in public schools, we're actively killing creativity, removing valuable life skills from students, and stealing opportunities for them to become something special. When asked how to make intelligent children, Einstein said it best: if you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be even more intelligent, read them even more fairy tales. Thank you. The following are 3 questions and my answers. Why would you consider vocational courses in the same category as arts programs like music or art appreciation? I would define an art class as anything that challenges a student to use their creativity, imagination, and or body to create something that perhaps didn't exist before. If we start limiting any aspect of art, we're doing the same thing as they're doing with art currently by eliminating them and replacing them with core classes. Are you suggesting, number 2, that we force students that are uninterested in the arts to take art classes? I do not condone forcing anything upon students that they are uncomfortable doing. If a child is excellent in math and sciences, and they don't really care about Michelangelo and his Sistine Chapel, it doesn't matter, and they find just as much fulfillment in solving equations as a band member finds in playing his trumpet. So no, I do not suggest forcing students that are interested in art in taking art classes. And number 3, do you condone filling children's heads with the idea that they can become a multi-million-dollar recording artist simply by taking voice? Absolutely not. I'm not saying it's impossible, otherwise there would be no Beyoncés or George Straits out in the world. As research has stated, however, arts is the door to a higher way of thinking. If you have a child that is fidgety and needs to move, like me moving around the room now, give them a dance outlet. If they're always singing, put them in choir. Giving children the opportunity to further their interest and help alleviate stresses on a teacher and help them focus on core curriculum when it's necessary to do so. Again, my name is Erin Saenz, and this is my presentation for LUT1, The Importance of Art and Education.